The final art of influence, when words and presence become one. Amplify Your Influence Part 6 feet. Imagine, a leader is standing on stage. He has the right story, the right sequence, the frame is also clear, and the tie-down is strong too. But as soon as he starts speaking, his eyes look down. There is no confidence in the voice, there is tension on the face, the hands are moving in such a way that the body and words seem to be going in different directions. The audience is listening, but deep down, they are not trusting. The fear starts from here, because in communication, it is not just words that speak. Your face, your eyes, your body language and your presence give a message to the audience before your words do. The curiosity is exactly this. If your point is right, the story is powerful, yet the audience is not connecting, then is the problem in the words or in your presence? In the last 5 parts, we saw the entire journey of influence. First, it was the battle for attention, then the understanding of sequence, then control of the frame, then clarity of tie-down, and then the emotional power of storytelling. Now in the last part, we are talking about the thing that makes all these skills alive in real life. That is body language and presence. Because a speaker doesn't just speak, they are also visible. The audience reads you before listening to your point. How you enter a room, what your posture is like, whether your eyes meet the audience or avoid them, whether your shoulders are open or hunched, these are all silent signals. Many times your words say I am confident, but your body says I am unsure. The audience often feels this silent message more than the words. This is the reason why body language is the final layer of influence. It is not a decoration, it is a part of the message. According to Rene Rodriguez, trying to fix body language just from the outside is not enough. It starts with the feeling on the inside. If you don't trust your point from within, then a slight hesitation on your face, weakness in your voice, or defensiveness in your eyes can appear. Diane's story explains exactly this. She was the CEO of a famous bank, but her leadership team was not taking her entirely seriously. Diane wanted to make an important announcement. She thought she should take Rene's help before the announcement so that the message could be delivered correctly. Rene told her to record herself while making her announcement. It was a simple step, but this revealed a big problem. When Rene watched the video repeatedly, he noticed that whenever Diane talked about the company's numbers and figures, her eyebrows would furrow. Diane didn't even realize it. Her words were positive, but worry and discomfort were visible on her face. Actually, the bank was not performing well. Diane knew from within that the situation was not as strong as she was trying to show in her speech. Therefore, her body language was speaking the truth, and her words were trying to hide it. The leadership team was perhaps feeling the exact same thing. They had an idea of the reality of the figures, so the overly positive speech was not sounding convincing. Here, the problem was not of delivery but of alignment. The words and the inner truth were not aligned. Rene helped Diane prepare a message that she could truly believe in. Diane spoke openly to her team about the bank's actual performance. She presented the frustration, concern, and reality in an honest way. Surprisingly, the team did not reject this honesty. Instead, they accepted it, because finally the words and the truth were matching. From here, the trust between Diane and her leadership team became stronger. The point became effective not by sounding good, but by sounding true. This lesson is very big. Body language cannot be handled with fake confidence. First of all, the message has to be made true from the inside. If you are connected to your point yourself, your body naturally looks more stable and clear. This does not mean that nervousness will end. Being nervous is normal. But nervousness and dishonesty are different things. An honestly nervous speaker can also connect, but a fake confident speaker is caught quickly. Therefore, presence starts with honesty. The audience doesn't want a perfect person. They want a real person. In part 5, we talked about storytelling. A story connects the audience emotionally, but delivery gives the right intensity to that emotion. If a powerful story is spoken in a flat voice, its impact can be reduced by half. If the same story is told with the right pauses, the right eye contact, and the right tone, the audience starts to feel it. In storytelling, words create the scene, but presence makes that scene believable. If a speaker is laughing while telling a story about a crisis, the message will break. If there is no energy in a success story, the inspiration will feel weak. Therefore, emotional alignment is necessary. Whatever emotion you are talking about, your voice and body should support that emotion. But this does not mean overacting. Powerful presence does not come from being loud. Many times, a calm voice is also very strong. Presence means you are completely present in that moment. Your focus is on the audience, your words are clear, and your body signals are not confused. You can record yourself while practicing. This will feel uncomfortable, but it will be very useful. By watching the video, you will be able to know whether your eyes avoid the camera or not. Do your hands support the message or become a distraction? Are your shoulders hunched or open? Is your voice too fast or too flat? Is your pronunciation clear, or are the words being muffled? Many things we don't realize while speaking. Recording works like a mirror. Diane also didn't know about her eyebrows. Similarly, we also don't have an idea about our own small non-verbal cues. Sometimes we touch our faces repeatedly, sometimes we keep looking at one place, sometimes we move our hands too much. These small things can distract the audience. The message might be good, but the delivery can break the attention. Therefore, practice is not just for memorizing words. Practice is also for seeing whether the words match the body or not. Now understand the entire journey together. The first step of influence is attention. If the audience is not listening to you, even your best point will become useless. Therefore, the speaker has to catch the energy of the room. He has to reduce distractions and start in such a way that people stop and listen. The second step is sequence. The order of points can increase or decrease the audience's resistance. Predict, preempt, and prevent teach exactly this, where the audience might get stuck, and how the speaker can clear the path beforehand. The third step is frame. From what perspective the audience understands your point, this is very important. If the frame is not in your hands, the audience will build a frame from their past memories, fears, and assumptions. The fourth step is tie down. This tells the audience what the exact meaning of your story or message is. Without a tie down, the audience might be impressed but will not take away a clear takeaway. The fifth step is storytelling. Story makes facts human. Story catches attention, awakens empathy, and makes the message memorable. But the final step is presence. Presence decides whether the audience will trust your point or not. Words give the message, but presence builds the credibility of that message. A master communicator does not look at all these as separate tricks. He understands them as a complete system. First, he thinks about how to get the audience's attention. Then, he designs the sequence of the message. Then, he builds the frame so that the audience sees the point in the right context. Then, he connects emotion through story. Then, he locks the meaning through tie-down. And finally, makes everything believable through his body language and voice. This is the essence of Amplify influence. This is not a technique to suppress people, but an art of giving them clarity. Misuse of influence is very easy. Therefore, ethical influence is necessary. If someone uses their communication skill only for personal gain, manipulation, or to confuse people, then that is not real leadership. True influence is what helps people make better decisions. A parent should guide a child by making them understand, not by scaring them. A leader should motivate a team, not manipulate them. A creator should give content for value, not just for clicks. A speaker should speak for impact, not for applause. This is the final tie-down of this entire story. The real meaning of influence is not control but contribution. Your words can boost someone's confidence, reduce someone's confusion, and give direction to a team. But for this, you first have to be clear yourself. What do you want to say? Why do you want to say it? And what is its value in the other person's life? When this clarity comes, the need to raise your voice reduces. People don't listen to you because you are the loudest. People listen to you because you are the most clear, honest, and relevant. Now that fear can end, in which you used to think, who will listen to me? Now you know that influence is not an innate gift, but a skill built through practice. You can observe, record, improve, and become a slightly better communicator in every conversation. One day, the same person who was afraid to speak in a meeting can learn to handle the energy of a room. The same creator, whose point people used to skip, can stop the audience with story and tie down. The same leader, whom the team didn't take seriously, can rebuild trust through honesty and presence. Therefore, remember the last thing. Influence starts not with your voice, but with your intention. If the intention is right, the message is clear, the story is true, and the presence is grounded, then your point will not just be heard, it will be felt. And when a point is felt, that communication becomes influence. This is the real journey of becoming a master influencer, capturing attention, reaching the heart, leaving meaning in the mind, and inspiring people to think in the right direction. Now the entire story is complete here. There is power in your words, there is value in your story, and there can be that trust in your presence, which forces any room to listen to you.
If this video has taught you something new, or if you feel this information should reach more people, don't forget to like and share the video. Your small share can become valuable and useful information for someone else. If you have any questions related to this topic, or if you would like to share your opinion with us, be sure to write in the comment box. We read every question and suggestion from you, because your feedback inspires us to create better content. And if you want to keep receiving such interesting and reliable information about business, the economy, and the world in the future, then don't forget to subscribe to our channel GRT Business and also press the bell icon so that you get notifications of every new video directly. At GRT Business, we always strive to provide you with accurate, balanced, and reliable information. Our news and analysis are prepared based on information obtained from various news agencies, public sources, and public opinion. We make every effort to verify and validate each fact as much as possible. But in case of any possible error or dispute, the responsibility lies with the respective sources. Our only aim is to present you with a correct and trustworthy perspective so that you can understand any topic better.